What's up, folks? Good to be back in the shop. So I realized in my last video I was actually working on a taper attachment, but given the present situation, I got a couple of friends that are looking for some stuff to get machined for them. So a friend of mine's got this cheese pump thing, and it needs a little not a captive nut, I guess kind of more of a retaining nut, because the old one was busted off, probably was made out of plastic. So I came up with some 304 stainless. It's actually kind of hard to find around these parts. I even had to break out the old indexer thingy and what I'm dubbing the expandrel. So I actually already started on this. I was working on it till the wee hours of last night. I got it all faced. Took off about a 7/8 of an inch chunk. Faced off both sides. Drilled it out to 5/8, and then I stuck it in the indexer and cut some little grooves in it. We'll head over to the lathe. I'll give you a show. Yeah, so this is the would-be nut. I've actually got it bigger chamfer on that side, but what's going to have to happen on this side? It's got an 1.5 inch or 1.25 inch. Yeah, it's 1.25 inch. Big thread on there. It's got a big thread, like a square thread on there. What looked to be about 8 threads per inch. These are little lines. I just put them in there so when he turns it on, he's got a little grip to it. Yeah, and this stainless, like, wow, that's like a glass finish, just with high-speed steel. I was really impressed. But anyways, I got to bore this out. I'm probably going to do like I usually do because I don't have a decent boring bar. So I'm just going to keep stepping it out until I get to depth. And then I'll do my last pass to get it in what I believe to be, I need 1.15 inches. And then the threads will be 50 thou depth or thereabouts. And that's going to be tricky because it's going to... I'm not going to be boring it out all the way through. It's going to be a stop in there, so I'm going to have to do some tricky maneuvering here. This is the most complicated thread I've done so far. I have not done any internal threading. It's kind of a bit of a leap to start right off with probably what looks to be probably one of the shittiest threads to have to start out with. But yeah, square thread. Gonna be fun. Alright, so we're about, 3/4 of the way there. Just figured I'd, reason I'm not filming this is because, quite frankly, it's not exactly good camera material. I'll show you why. Yeah, that's pretty obnoxious. That's like nails on the chalkboard times 11. Yeah, so that's stainless. It's some different stuff, that's for sure. I'm hoping this will suffice as a square. Let's see if we can get it to focus in there. Yeah, it's not the nicest grind. Like the one I took the zip cut and I was just whittling away at it there, but it fits in the thread on the doodad there. And I did put some clearance or some relief angle a bit, so it should clear the threads, hopefully. Like, I've never done anything like a freaking big thread like this before. I'm thinking it might be some very, very tiny passes to... I should have enough rake on there too, I hope. Fingers crossed. Well, according to this, 8 threads per inch. We only need 2 gears for that. That's a 32 and a 96. That is super fast. Crazy fast. Okay, so I had to put a bigger block under this just to get it, close to level at least. And I squared it off towards on the part. What I'm going to do first before I engage those back gears, I around the compound, I was considering going the other way in case I had to make the threads a little wider. But I'm going to just hope I don't have to do that. And yeah, I guess I'm just going to put a little relief in the back there for the threads. Oh, it's going to be kind of big and most likely noisy because I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of frickin' tool rubbing in there. Can't see nothing either, really. Alright, so this thing's really been kicking my butt here. Just trying to get this tool positioned in such a fashion that it's gonna actually work, and just cutting that relief in the back there, that's for the thread gullet or whatever you want to call it. That was proving to be a bit of a challenge. It was chattering all up and not cutting, and it was, yeah, so I swapped out my original tool. Like, that's rubbish. It would have worked, it's right thickness and whatnot, but it was just not rigid enough, and it was actually twisting. So I made a different one at an angle so that I only have to cut so much of it out. And I gave it some major positive rake on there. And the last pass actually cut right in there. It didn't give me any problems. So I think we're ready to go for that thread. Whew. Alright, so I got her set at the absolute lowest setting. This is probably the trickiest operation I have done yet, for sure. Oh boy. Okay, so I know I got it a little bit above center, but that's like, well, quite a bit above center. That seems to be the only way I could get a damn thing to cut, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Just want to find my zero here on the. So we're gonna have to reset the zero on the compound every time and keep track of where we go. Okay. I did set the dial indicator to show me indicate a zero when it's time to shut her down. It's I don't know. I don't really like this setup. I would rather have it on this side. Now that we're at zero here, I'm gonna just adjust this sleeve here to be at exactly zero. It'll save me a little bit of guesswork. Okay, this is freaking nerve-wracking. Let's make or break right here. Alright, watching the thread dial. Should be able to start at the 1 or the 2 and gauge. Oh, that's so fast. Fuck, that looks awesome. It's cutting nice so far. Bring her back to zero here. Okay. I'm just going to bring this back all the way here without touching her compound. That looks pretty damn good. I know you guys can't really see too good, But the points are right in the flats, so I think we're okay. That is pretty freaking crazy fast. This dial indicator is no help at all. Okay, anyways. Okay, so we started on the 2. We'll advance her again. I think we're pretty, best just keep it slow. You know, I don't know how deep we can go with this without causing a bunch of chatter. But, yeah, that dial indicator is so fast. I can't read it on this end. I got nowhere to put it on that end. Or do I? Or do I? Alright, I guess that little piece of crap will work in this particular case. I'll just put the camera back up here. So that should be better. Once it hits the back, it'll be, as soon as it hits 0, I'll just shut it right off. So, alright, we're gonna dial her into 5,000. Hopefully we didn't lose our spot here. Let's see how we could have. Okay. No, that's super fast. And then back out. Alright, I think we got this. It's a lot to pay attention to, I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap. And hey, we'll try another 5,000 pass. We're just gonna take this real easy. Lots of freaking oil. So far, so good. Well, it's taking a nice chip for a change. I'm actually kind of rather impressed with myself right now. Oh, freaking, oh, it's scary. That whole dead stop at the end there is really freaking me out. I'm not gonna lie, because you know I've spent so much time fixing my power feed, and that just seems like the perfect thing to wreck it. And engage. It's pretty much as soon as that dial indicator starts moving, that's when I go, oh, I didn't even dial it in. Didn't I? No, I didn't. See? Way too much to pay attention to. Okay, going back to 0. Where was I? 95,000? Yeesh. Fuck, I don't know. Alright, let's try it out one more time. Just waiting for the 1 or the 2 to roll around. I'm not really sure 100% how dials work. Oh, there's some nice squealing. Oh, that was perfect. Maybe not. I think that was just a cleanup pass, really. There. Alright. Oh, just missed the mark. Some kind of chowder mark in there. And engage. Okay. Supposed to be 20 thou depth so far. Holy cow, that is a serious chip. That's in stainless. That's fucking nuts right there. Look at that stuff. Oh, it's not gonna focus because I got it major focused already. Wow. That's a serious coil right there. Wait, actually I want to see how hot this is. No, it's not hot at all. And stainless tends to get toasty pretty fast. Oh, hang on here. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's 20. Well, did I even dial it in yet? Nope. Alright, there's our 0. I'm gonna fuck this up. Be doing that. Yeah, that stick out is killer. I might have to take it down just a little less on the depth maybe, or a little more. I don't know. Maybe I should do a little more. Alright, this is either going to go really bad or really good. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. I'll break the tool off. Doesn't look like it. Don't see any nasty business in there. Okay. Nope. What am I doing? Stop what I'm doing. Okay. Engage. The frickin' squealing is really distracting. Yeah, like I said, this thing is really kicking my butt. That tool is still razor sharp, so I don't know. We're gonna get some chattery threads, but hopefully we can get past that. Break that shit. Oh, that was not good. Well, we'll do it. Shit. That was pretty nasty. I know my tool is not rigid enough whatsoever, so I might not even show this on video because it's pretty bad. Alright, I'm going to do a cleanup pass on that. Hopefully it fixes that fucking mess right there. Maybe a couple cleanup passes. That's a deep thread. That's 50 thou depth in thread, so that's, yeah. It doesn't really have to be that deep. I could actually take down the ID a little bit, which I might end up having to do anyway. Well, that didn't sound too bad. Okay, I'm gonna check it out on the gizmo somehow. I guess I'll show it to you in just a second here. All right, so, well, this goofy damn thing wants to start. That's a cool thread, man. It wants to start. I think there was actually some welding in there. You can see where it's all melted on the inside of that unit. So I don't know what they did with that. But fuck, is that a cool looking thread? I love it. So it just about wants to start. I'm not sure if it's most likely my thread that's not doing it, but it could be that first thread on this thing is not jiving with the rest of everything too. Yeah, looks like it could use a little more filing up there. Quite a bit more. But that's pretty much it. I'm probably going to make it a little bit wider in the thread there, if I can. And, but yeah, let's get a zoom in picture of that for sure. Yeah, I should be able to clean up the chatter marks on the back there. And, get that little embiggened a little bit. And see at the bench when I can actually get this a proper test fit. All right, guys. There is our frickin' square-headed retainer nut. That's got to be the hardest damn thing I ever did. Cripes, there's lots of screwing around with that. Like, just, it's such a weird thread. Mind you, this is only, I guess technically my third thread ever. So I guess all in all, it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup in there. I might actually try to get some of those chowder marks out of there. I got some of them out, but then I turned out, I couldn't figure out, it wasn't going on, and I was having a hard time measure. I don't have anything to measure internal threads with. So yeah, so I ended up turning all of them down a bit. I actually widened it about 20 thou. And then I had to, and it still wasn't going on, so I filed the thing down. This goofy thing, like there's a big blob of weld or something in here. Somebody buzzed it with the MIG or TIG or something in there. So there's a big hump in there, and I thought that was screwing it up, but it probably was, but I fixed that part anyway. But I don't know. It's just a retainer nut. It's not holding a whole lot. It's just to keep everything from popping out of there when you turn your cheese pump. You know, you got the pumper going, and then it holds it from coming out of there. But yeah, like that's a pretty decent fit actually. I was kind of worried I was going to end up scrapping this part. Because, well, quite frankly, it was really, I had to go back in there and reset up everything and then fiddle with the compound to line up the cutter again and then recut the threads. I actually did that friggin' twice. So, you know, this was a really hard lesson learned. So I'm I'm going to have to invest in some more thread wires and whatever you use for measuring internal threads, I guess. But yeah, that's my freaking stainless 304 stainless retainer nut. There's more to this little build. I actually got to make a little knob that goes on top of the doodad here, and then there's a sleeve that goes in there that's gonna, covers up the spring and whatnot. I think you'll be pretty happy with that. I know I'm pretty happy with that. When I threaded on there, I was like, yes, thank God. Because I actually salvaged this thing, because it was I thought she was done for. Yeah, there's my freaking square head internal square threads. My first ones. Thanks for watching. Peace out.